You know what that means? You know what that means then? That every time that I want to go live, I have to turn off voiceover, click OBS so that it's in the front. So even when it's reading to me, it's telling me start stream, but it's not starting the stream.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, what the fuck going on? I was like, bro.
But why does it say start stream still though?
You got music playing in your stream?
Yeah, why?
Because I just played it.
Oh. Well.
It's gonna say start stream.
No. It's gonna say stop stream now, but what I'm saying is, when it's in the background, I can still collect like click the button, and it'll say that it started the stream, but it didn't actually do it.
Yeah, I don't know. They gotta fix that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was like, bro, I never had that problem, bro. You must have did some shit, or it's not actually starting.
Well, I'm live. Well, guys, I thought I was live for hours. I was trying to make a lie into the truth by streaming, even though I don't feel well. And, yeah, I wasn't live this whole time. Just over some stupid OBS not working with voiceover situation. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's goldfish. Yeah, D. I'm about to warm up my coffee. You about to hop online?
I am currently still at work. It's 2:14. But then, in less than an hour, I'm fucking about to
I got you.
release it to Anna. So I'll go ahead and let you do your live. Let me finish this here at work.
I got you. I'm just gonna put some words in.
Words in for...
You get home. Cause I told Cole I was gonna be online today.
Nigga, you said... Oh my God, I'm lost. You said something about putting some words in.
Yeah, on paper, cuz.
Yeah, for the, for our shit or your shit?
Oh, currently mine, but I'm willing to do an episode. Oh yeah, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you, bro. If you want to shoot an episode in private, bro, you can always use my apartment. You know that.
Yeah, then I gotta fucking drive all the way there, drive back. So I'm lazy to drive.
Bro, you better have your lady drop you off and pick you up.
You ain't got no beer, no food over there.
Shit, I'm sure if you brought yourself some beer and share some food with Dominic, I'd be willing to pay for it.
Huh?
I said I'm sure if you brought yourself some beer over there and you brought some food with you to share with Dominic, I'd be willing to pay for it.
You got your MacBook charge over there?
No, I think I brought mine with me. Man's hang up on me? Or my phone died? Phone died. Alright, so yeah. Let me warm up my coffee and settle myself, guys, because legitimately I was supposed to be live hours ago, and now I'm just like not in the right headspace to write. I thought I was live this whole time, so unfortunately I wasn't, but I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I'm gonna chill, listen to some music for a second while I work around in the background. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. But you know what we will do, because we are ingenious.
Voiceover on Finder. Applet. OBS. Pages. Pages. Body. Page 3 of 3. Edit tab. Now. Collection. Window. AutoCAD. Create. Next. Right. X. Back. Space. D. H. Drink. O. F. E. Coffee. D. T. K. H. Take. A. Q. Quick. OK. E. Smoke. Space. Add. Action. Add. Exclamation. Be right back. Drinking coffee and taking a quick smoke.
Lord, praise Jesus and the love of coffee. 100% me while I make hits. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Make me feel good when I'm feeling bad. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Hit me. Burn. Burn.
Finder. OBS. Google Chrome. Messages. Pages. Pages. Uppy. End of text. Exclamation mark. End of text. Now in.
I'm just gonna
Untitled
keep that
28
up 'cause
pages.
that's
Window.
useful.
Body. Page 4 of 4. Edit text. Insertion at end of text. So to see so many now was alarming. Giraffes fought using telekinesis. Purple waves of energy knocking their opponents back. Toppling structures and even rip end of text. A. Actions avail A. Space. E. E. Like. She touched her inner power, drawing on the energy that hung like. Space. Like. A.
I always struggle with this word.
G. G. U. Goo. I. L. F. O. T. N. E. Guillotine.
Oh! I know I didn't get that
C.
right.
N. O. F. F. U. G. Space. G. U. I. L. L. O. T. I. N. E. Space. S. N. T. O. F. F. U. G. Space. G. U. I. L. L. O. T. I. N. E.
Okay. Guillotine.
End of text.
Guillotine.
Space. Space. Guillotine. For. Far. Space. As. Long. R. Memory. Was. Space. Was. Period. Space. Yet. Beside. Her. Another. Space. Another. With. Incredible. Power. Space. Power. Comma. Using. It. U. N. A. B. A. H. D. Unabashedly.
I think I butchered that in there somewhere, but autocorrect helped your boy out. Oh, so I have this ongoing debate with people right now because people are very
Increase system. Decrease. Increase system volume.
people are very anti-AI, and I am anti-AI for things that we ourselves are capable of. So if you're using AI for the convenience of like not having to like draft a whole bunch of emails and like that kind of stuff for a huge company, and it's very efficient and things like that, I like that. That's good. That's not horrible. Somebody going and saying, hey, give me 50,000 words for a novel about this or that, and getting it, that's a little bit harder to bite down on for me, just because I'm using it to create things I'm literally incapable of. So I guess that it's how artists feel, like the digital artists are feeling in the community, and how animators are feeling, and computer coders, and all kinds of people are really threatened by AI, but if I can help AI create a legitimate way of helping a child create their dreams, because as a kid I always wanted to make anime, but I never felt I was talented enough as an artist or told a good enough story or whatever it may have been that stopped me back then. But in all reality, the only thing that really should have got in my way was just not enough practice. And I envision a situation where like there's a little kid and they love anime, or they love books, or they love whatever it is, and they don't use AI to create something, and then that's the process for them. And that's the opposite of what's happening currently, because people are becoming incapable of doing things for themselves because of technology, and we know that. But that's just the progression of time. I mean, we're far more pampered with the use of toilet paper than our great-great-great-grandparents were. So I think toilet paper's been around for maybe even longer than that. But beside the point, right? I want for children to be able to create and then see what they've created and then be inspired to create more. Not that AI is just going to be this overwhelming mass media source where we're just infinitely distracted by things that don't have weight. I almost think that AI at some point in time is going to be almost like so common, because realistically I don't want people to get so caught up in what is happening right now, because all AI is a repackaging of something that has been done since the beginning. Like, okay, the first cars were built by people putting and assembling cars together with their hands. And then the assembly line was created, and everybody was like, the machines are going to take our jobs. And that's where things like that started. So now there's still car plants. People are still working these car plants. We're still integral. The technology is always going to need inspiration, just like we need inspiration. Even if technology becomes so advanced that there are robots running around and, almost acting like humans, or that have actually assimilated consciousnesses and things like that, that's just another version of us, guys. That's just yet another. I mean, if you're worried about being replaced, I normally wouldn't suggest this, but have more kids. I don't know what to tell you there. And again, if you feel like my ideas are crazy, they probably are. I write books for a living, so take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Like, I'm open to a lot of ideas. I'm not saying that AI isn't, in some ways a little bit an invasion of privacy, because a lot of these online writers are seeing their work stolen by these programs. and duplicated in ways that they never thought would be possible. Me personally, I haven't seen it, but I don't involve myself in just the hunt. I don't. If my work is being stolen, it's for a reason. I'm doing something. So, and how much is AI gonna grow if so many people are actually using it to write books, guys? It's gonna be stealing from itself eventually, and the only good writers are gonna be the ones that actually have expanded their knowledge, dared to set new scenes and create situations that it would literally be impossible for a machine to do. Not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying with time anything's possible, but by the time it is possible, the people of that time are going to have a whole cavalcade of their own issues to face, rather than us being weirded out by progress now. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go back to writing.
Yet beside her was another with incredible power, using it unabashedly. Space. Why? Unabashedly. Period. Space. U. Mu. Say much. N. C. Fat. T. That. A. E. D. Sheet. E. Scene. B. O. D. Blood. U. Run. From. A. I. His. E. Y. E. Eyes. O. To. A. His. A. Chin. Space. Chin. Semicolon. Space. R. E. D. Red. T. R. P. P. H. Tripping. E. T. W. E. Between. A. Hit. P. R. E. Pure. A. T. E. Y. E. Smile. I. Space. Smile. In. Ways. Only. V. M. P. R. E. Vampires. U. D. Could. U. D. R. D. Understand. Space. Understand. Period. New tab. E. 1. G. C. E. Glance. Hit. D. R. E. C. Direction. Space. Direction. Comma. Direction. Comma. Space. D. N. T. The. N. P. R. A. T. O. N. Inspiration. O. T. What. H. W. D. Would. B. E. Become. W. Was. V. E. Given. Space. Given. D. T. E. Taken. D. G. L. G. What. Misspelled. G. L. I. W. G. What. Willingly. Space. Willingly. Period. Period. Willingly. Period. Space. T. E. The. U. Man. W. R. E. War. A. T. B. R. D. Tabard. T. That. H. W. Was. U. What. Fully. W. R. E. Aware. W. Was. T. What. E. W. R. E. War. When. Fighting. G. Training. E. D. What. Already. T. R. After. Space. After. R-E-T-F-A. Space. Already. In. Space. Already. G. Figuring. T. That. U. T. Out. I. T. A. Within. T. The. A. R. T. Sh. E. O. D. Period. E. W. D. They. B. E. Bin. O. U. D. R. E. X. A. E. O. T. E. R. A. D. W. Period. All new. A. His. A. R. A. Space. His. A. I. R. Hair. W. Was. T. E. D. Lifted. O. From. A. His. A. U. L. D. E. R. Shoulders. A. As. A. His. A. U. Aura. Space. Aura. B. U. D. Build. N. P. E. E. Pressure. Space. Finder. OBS. Google Chrome. Chrome. Live streaming. Now in. Live streaming. YouTube. Now in. Speech chat Google Chrome. Tigeny. Now in. 1. Free. Indie rock plus bedroom pop plus wallows type. Banner. Guide. Button. Visited. Link. YouTube premium. Surf. Clips. End of. Tool. No tool. End of. Main. Prop list 1. Free. Indie rock bookmarks. Tool. Full. End of. Net group. Expand. Expand. Group. Mix. Free. Heading level 3. Net group. Expand. Heading level. Link. Idly Blair. 19.2 thousand sub 19. End of. 9. Link. Head. Free. Acoustic Indie X Experimental. Complimentary. YouTube 32 volume. 47 volume. 57 volume. Page. His hair was lifted from his shoulders as his aura built in pressure. Volume. E. Pressure. His hair was lifted from his shoulders as his aura built in pressure. Google Chrome. Mix. Close. Minima. Now in. Speech chat Google Chrome. Tigeny. Window. Close. Minima. Now in. Live streaming. Live streaming. Close. Minima. Now in. Live streaming. YouTube Studio. Now you are current visited. Live streaming. Live close. But now in. Live streaming. YouTube Studio. Close. Pop out dashboard. Close. Free for full minima. Close. Full screen minima. UCN XYY live streaming. Close. Speech chat. Web content. Speech chat. Google. Speech chat. Selected. Tab. Group. Close. Pages. Finder. OBS. Messages. 500 Chrome. Messages. App. Silence. Verdict. Close. Messages has no window. Google Chrome. Message. Chrome. Pages. Untitled. End of text. His hair was lifted from his shoulder.
I forget that there's a whole bunch of stuff that just pops up on my screen. You guys can't even see what I'm doing and what's going on. So I'm trying to be more tidy about my my desktop.
His hair was lifted from his shoulders as his aura built in pressure. Space. Pressure. Period. Space. Mana. T-E-D tainted. B. By. At lost. At E-C-T-R. At sectors. P-A-C. Space. D-N. E-V-E-N. Even. T-E time. Space. Time. Comma. Time. Space. Time. Semi. O. W. Now. B. E. E. D. H. Bleeding. O. F. His. P. R. T. T. At pores. O. 2. O. Form. A. His. N. E. W. A. R. O. R. Armor. Space. Armor. Period. New tab. T-E-D instead. O-U-H using. T-E the E-H-R-E entire. E-T set. O-R-E-G-A-I. Regalia. A-O-W-E-P-R. However. Arson. U-N-O-N-E-D summon. G-U-N-T-E-S. Gauntlet. Gauntlet. T gauntlets. E deformed. O from. D O R. E D misspelled. D R. R T E D distorted. Mana. Space distorted. G A V T gravity. Instead of using the entire set of regalia, however, Arson summoned gauntlets formed from distorted gravity. Space gravity, comma. Gravity, space. Gravity, period, space, O-L-D-E, golden, U-E, tunes, S-E-U-T, T-R-U-N-E, runes. Running, U-P, arms. Space. Arms, comma. Comma, arms, as, T, E, D, tendrils, P, D, R. Power, U, D, could be, E, B, E, seen. Lashing, U, T, E, C, T, connecting, themselves, O, to, hit, live, hand. U, C, T, constructs, constructs, space, I, chain, space. Chain, period, space. T-A-E, the. What normally B, A, C, K. Black. S, T, A, E, steel. O, T, thus, O, U, C, T, S, construct, space, constructs, comma. Construct, N, space. Constructs. Instantly. Becoming. Woven. With. Lines. Gleaming. Golden. Runes. Space. Instead of using the entire set of regalia, however, Arson summoned gauntlets formed from distorted gravity. Golden runes running up his arms as tendrils of power could be seen lashing out and connecting themselves to his living hand constructs. Jill and Jane, the normally black steel of the constructs instantly becoming woven with lines of gleaming and golden runes. S. Runes, period. New line, tab. His weapon. S. Sky, P-P-A-R-E-D appeared. D. Hand. S. Hands. Space. Hands. Comps. And. Dub. Was. Lit. With. The. Same. Lines. P-E-R. Power. U. Until. R-E-P-E-R. Reaper. T-E-P-P-E-D. Step. R-E-E. Free. Of. Of. His. Shadow. Space. Shadows. Take it. Weapon. From. It's. R. Master. New tab. Left double fan. The B. U. F. Above. Space. Above. Space. Buff. Buff. S. Boys, comma, S. Boy, comma, space. Space. Comma. Boy, comma. Space. Space. Right, said. R-E-P-E-R, Reaper, Reaps, Shining, H-S, space, comma, Reaper, comma, space, momentarily, S, shining, with, inner, series, R, stars, U-D, underneath, his, hood, space. Thank you for the buff, boy, said Reaper, momentarily shining with an inner series of stars underneath his hood. D. Hood. Period. Space. C. Face. D. Made. S. T. R. Stars. E. Mo. N. Bod. T. Moment. Suggest. E-O-M. O-E-N. T. Space. Visible. space. Visible, semi, the, s, y, t, t, y, y, c, c, y, s, s, y, t, e, side, side, c, a, t, y, c, s, s, c, y, t, e, side. A face made of stars momentarily visible. The side. Space, side, hands. Space. A face made of stars momentarily visible. The scythe in his hands. Hands at shining the gold space energy. Present. While. Arson held. The W-N, weapon, period. P-A-E-W, space, the, live it, weapon, space, weapon, period. New tab. Left double quotation mark, can, believe. Space, believe, set, that. B-O-O-D, what blood thing is A V A space is UPGA upgrade upgradable space upgrade quotation mark space right double D set Mariah thing L O-U-R D allowed. Space allowed. Here can believe he said that bloody thing is upgradable. Said Mariah thinking aloud. New still shining stars. New line footer. Got in at left double can. N can T. Allowed. Allowed. Can't believe he said that bloody thing is upgradable. Said Mariah thinking aloud. Period. Period. Space. She looked down at herself. Her weapon weaponless and space and she looked down at herself. Weaponless and space weaponless beginning O2 double glow period new tab he said weapon will become with time comma space first first comma comes your B-O-D-Y body comma right double said repeating words spoken to her B by arson space arson comma spade wondering what been like O-G-R-O-W grow U-P with N B-U-D-C abundance U-D-C guidance P-T completely U-N-A-R-E unaware of his P-A-T past U-G-E-S struggles period new tab A-O-W how E-V-E-R however space T-E-R what story his S-T-U U-T-T-R-U-G-G-E struggle is what pad P-R-E-D inspired age R her T most comma most period space P-A-R-T-I-C-U what misspelled in particularly misspelled I-M-M N in particularly in space Y what misspelled in particularly space period mode space U struggle. How heed. Bin. Unable. To create. Living. Depend. Construct. For. Much. His. Youth. Space. Youth. Comma. Youth. Period. Space. Lie. Comma. Speak. One. That. Would. Forever. Guide. The. Fade. The. One. S. He. Be. T. Bestowed. PS. Glimpse. His. T. Past. Space. Past. Period. New line. Tab. She. Widened. Her. C. Stands. Comma. Smiling. S. Space. S. Misspelled. T. Space. G. Smiling. Sheets. C. Deconcentrated. She. Wanted. Form. Space. Form. Period. Period. Form. Period. Page 5. She widened her stance, smiling while she concentrated on what she wanted to form. PF. C. Create. Space. Create. Period. Period. Create. Period. Space. She be ski block. Out. The. Incoming. Danger. Comma. Her. Comma. Danger. Period. Her. Fears. Even. The. Sounds. Space. Stampede her fears, and even all the sounds of stampeding. Space. Stampeding. Monsters. Snuffed. Out. Space. Out. From her. Conscious. In. Moment. Breath. Space. Breath. Period. New tab. The. Sound. Pressure. Space. Pressure. Space. Pressure. Page 5. The sound of pressure. Space. Misspelled. Depressurized. Air. Beginning. Crackle. Broke. Through. Her. Concentration. Space. An. Space. An. Mariah. L. Space. Mariah. Focused. space, focused, on. For, her. VR, what, very, own. Construct, space, construct, period. Period. Construct. Period. New tab. She. Pad. No. Idea. How. Powerful. Sound. Was. Space. Was. Nor. Why. Her. Future. Self. Pad. Manipulated. Both. And. Air. So, from, what? Shared, with, about, fight, with, her, space, her, comma, space, but, space, but. Space, but, as, her. Construct, took. It's, literal, first, step, comma. Each could not be smile space smile period new tab basic foot space foot space foot manifested from focused sound being pulled from incredible distances to space to the point that it became what physically dense was something that even current arson space found to be impossible without levels mana grant enough to tab even his age misspelled space high regenerative abilities maximum space. The basic foot manifested from focused sound being pulled from incredible distances to the point that it became physically dense was something that even the current arson would have found to be impossible without levels of mana grand enough to tab even his high regenerative abilities to a maximum. Maximum. That W was a space with his body considerable knowledge space knowledge period read have found the point that the basic new line the big foot met foot be put from dis to the point that it big fit and was something that even the current arson would have found to be impossible. Impossible, period, space W without levels of mana grand enough to tap even his high regenerative abilities to a maximum, and that was with the page 5 without levels of mana grand enough to tap even his high regenerative abilities. Abilites, body, comma, space, no, 1, should be, capable, comma, without levels of mana grand enough to tap even his high regenerative abilities. No one should be capable of it, to a maximum, and that was with the aid of his capable of it, comma, it. T I space such feeds space feeds period space a t add to a maximum, and that was with the aid of add to a page 5 a space o t space at a maximum, and that was with the aid of his considerable runic knowledge period knowledge arson w d wood fine at this to b a t waste p-e-r-r power space power period new line tab 4 the eth meth u Methuselah Mariah savage comma savage period space immortal being on space being living through per second life space life comma life after SCRETFA space comma life comma space comma life after a CPG accepted the POR powers OECT collected from EVR every previous life comma life period space T A at this W at was A D S P A Y Y splay child Y P S D I H C space was A D at misspelled child's space S child's P L A Y play period period play period new line tab TEMPER temper dub saw Mariah as she lowered her center gravity space gravity comma space not be you spot a breath away from stepping R her period space the V what ver same elephant that L E D lead the L space that VANGUARDED space vanguards S E D misspelled vanguarded head it's the very same elephant that misspelled vanguarded the head of its pack space the space misspelled vanguarded it's entire PA pack space the very same elephant that misspelled vanguarded its entire pack pad finally IF space pad close speed close the distance distance moving add terrific space add tremendous, speed, spade. The very same elephant that, misspelled, vanguarded, its entire pack, had closed the distance, moving at tremendous speeds. S. Speeds. S. Speeds, period. Temper saw Mariah as she lowered her center of gravity, not but a breath away from stepping toward her. The very same elephant that, misspelled, vanguarded, its entire pack, had closed the distance, moving at tremendous speeds. End of text, period. Period. Speeds, period. New tab. The same moment that decided to USA launch space launch it's impressive way into the air as to space to space to a smash down and flatten Mariah. In the same moment that the beast decided to launch its impressive weight into the air as if to smash down and flatten Mariah completely. Made her move space move period new line tab the spin kick double was PRACTED practice space practiced comma practiced space from PREC perfect and missed while completely space completely period complete at Mariah's space Mariah's foot passing through the air harmlessly I spake far from perfect and missed completely. Mariah's foot passing through the air harmlessly. Why? This new line, the kick practiced. Period. Comma, speed s. Spade f. Page 5. The spin kick was practiced, but was far from perfect and missed completely. Mariah's foot passing through the air harmlessly. Far. Harmless. End of text. Why? Period. Space. TEMPER temper. DART darting. FORWRD forward. As the S miss missed kick. Did B absolutely space nothing nothing to her attacker attacker comma space not even proving to B N effective feigned space feigned period new tab the PRER I depressurized foot made from twisting VORTEXE vortexes CNCTA deconcentrated sonic booms however space however comma space. D landed. A with. U C such. D increase system volume.
I'm gonna reheat up my coffee real fast.
Right now, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 54 degrees. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No, thank you.
Like a mother. Sometimes I
You ask me, sometimes you feel you don't really care about what I'm talking about.
sometimes I
That's just how I feel sometimes. That's just how I feel sometimes. As if what is on top of my mind ain't really fitting your brain. Sometimes I feel like the world on my shoulders. It's just cold. Yeah. Sometimes I feel as if the world resting on my shoulders. And up here, top this mountain is cold. Hey, sometimes I feel that's a fire little instrument.
sometimes I
The pressurized foot made from twisting vortexes of concentrated sonic booms, however, landed with such space, such N-P-C-T impact, that T-E-P-R temper, was age, throne, off, his, E-E-T, fee, H, Mariah, was, U-N, G, slung, B-A-C-K-R-D, backward, B-Y, T, the U-N-R-A-V-H, unraveling, at, A-R, her, at, first, T, M, E-M-P, attempt, at, T-O-H, controlling, her. Ancient. Levels, of. G-H-E-R-E-D, gather, P-D-R, power, space. Power, period. Period. Power, comma, space. W. W-A-I-E, while. T-A-the-O-S-T-R. Monster. Period. Horizontal ellipsis. N dash.
call and check on my mom, guys. I know I'm supposed to be getting some writing done, but she is just on my mind.
4:19 p.m.
Call mom.
5. JKL. 0. 2. A B66. 4. GHI.
Call mom. Call mom.
Calling Ms. Mobile.
Just busy. Oh, yeah. Let me check that with us.
Shortcuts. Heading. Off notifications. Items available. More. Tab. Selected. More. Rewards. Button. Sales. Button. Sales. Sales. What average return? Discount gross sale. More. September previous. Sales total. Card. Cash. Fees. Net total. $653.95. Fees. On cash. $245.05. Card. $433.30.
Not bad, not bad. It's a decent day. I was hoping we did a little bit more at my snack bar today because we introduced chili dogs and walking tacos, so I'm hoping that that is going to be something that busts our sales and becomes a fan favorite.
Mariah was slung backward by the unraveling at her first attempt at controlling her ancient levels of gathered power, while the monster and dash and dash new line tab left double quotation mark and dash DAMN damn NMAD Sparks space Spark right said Mariah space Mariah comma Age Mariah period space not TON space period Mariah period space period Mariah stealing the FAM familial CRE curse from RSDN summons space summons period space her TR key strike D pad BE bin S O so TR strong that the E explosion sound caused by her attacks collision with the elephant elephant. Her strike had been so strong that the explosion of sound caused by her attack's collision with the elephant space elephant pad not her out BRE briefly brief A S space briefly space brief space Mariah S unconscious her trip through the air comma DN E R her E N D E end V E R over E N D end C R A crash D G landing space landing period new tab A F U D sound D E dub drew A E R her T T E T attention D N E she O E D look space look space look R D toward O E 1 D E side O E the E S O S E enclosure O B D builds S D D G buildings O 2 E C space C R U B B E rubble H falling off T A E the E T elephants S elephant space elephant BOD body space. A sound drew her attention and she looked toward one side of the enclosure of buildings to see rubble falling off the elephant's body. Why body around it's impact point space point period.
Echo, on average, how much does an elephant weigh?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, elephants generally weigh between 4,500 and 11,000 pounds on average.
Period. Point. Period. Space. Massive. CR crater. ED caused. By. T. The. I. E. T. Space. With. Space. The. Watch flying. Way. Almost. TWT. 20. ON. Tons. Space. A massive crater caused by the flying weight of almost 20 tons. Tons. Could be seen at T space T A C R across the space the D E C E T decent G A P gap B E T W E N between A R per T N T the D wild T R monster space monster period new tab A as double E well A as T it's C R E D crushed A R armor space armor const D N T E the E decaved skull page 6 as well as its crushed armor and the caved in skull of the armor crushed its as well as monster while the well as its crushed armor. Page 6 at stone arm at the caved in skull of page 6 end of text space of C1 H E at majestic DR leader of magical PH TS space elephants space elephants period new tab left double quotation what the parks A P space the A P S sparks E R D going G space U D G doing comma right double quotation mark right double said arson yanking Mariah O2 ER per F E T fee space fee period new line tab left double quote this H fight misspelled aimed T aimed OVR over space over right double quotation mark right new line period Hars new line tab
Went super low last night. I had to call an ambulance. It saved my life. Woke up this morning feeling like crap. Like I got ran over by a truck. Puked everything. It sucked, man. Morning sucked. But I got to hang out with my grandbaby, which is great. She's a joy and a treat, so that was fun. And then regrettably ate some Taco Bell. Bad choice after just throwing up and being weak-stomached, as I am. And then tried to stream for a few hours and didn't go live. I told my social media team manager, hey, please just let everybody know I'm not going to be streaming today, but I told you guys that I was going to stream every day, so I want to be a man of my word. And getting this writing done actually is very, very, very therapeutic for me. Since I've been writing the last couple days and pushing myself to write across all the stories, rather than just giving myself an excuse, oh, I don't want to worry about that right now, or I don't have anything to write. There's so much to write all the time, so I'm going to just keep doing my thing.
Page 6, tab.
That being said, actually, I'm gonna take that smoke break.
Now
that I
in
did not
Untitled
take earlier.
30 window. Be right back. Drinking coffee and taking a quick smoke. Actions available. Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a text area inside of a page. To add comment, hide headers and footers, jump to page format, and bookmark. Press Control, Option, Command, Space first to bring up the action menu. Beginning of text. Be right end of exclamation mark. Exclamation mark, space, 5. Mins. P-O-M-E. Prompt, exclamation mark.
Set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Little Jazzy. Little Fred. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Continuity camera. Call on Tijani's iPhone. Incoming call from +1812 781 0795. Groove. To open the notifications menu, press Control Option N.
Hello? Yes, sir. All right. Sounds good to me. Thanks. Be safe out there.
End of text. Exclamation mark. Now in Untitled 14 2. Do you feel like franchises diminish? Now in Untitled 25 window. Menu 36 characters with spaces. You are currently on a menu item. To choose this menu item, closing menu. 6 word pages has new window. Actions of end of tab. Be right back. Drippy end of now in Untitled 14 openly offer 3 now in menu 1 paragraph. You are currently check 21 page 1 paragraph 6 words met 36 29 character 1 page 36 check mark 6 document layout error in page 1 page met 36 character check mark 6 words footer body in at volume 4.5. Actions available now in Untitled 20 window end of new line 28 traction. Actions of now in untitled end of new line horizontal ellipse new line this fight ain't over new part new end of tab end of tab end of text tab. Actions available Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a text area. Amount grove displayed per disciple and space and space and the amount of growth displayed by her disciple in the future goddess impressive space impressive period space arson made per astounding misspelled Moritz S right single misspelled right Mariah's astounding leaves in skill seam small space small comma speed utibod Promethea UDRHOOD understood Y period new line tab T first space first comma first space first space first comma space more Mariah pad seam displeased dot with treatment of her space her period space ct fact she was using arson as sounding board space while in fact she was using arson as a sounding board if displeased space displeased she bin push circumstance believed that arson would have reason for such opinions space opinions period new tab while reality space reality comma space she new and pad approve what space what the girl she now new to be even more what naturally talented than own disciple while in reality she knew and had proof of what the girl she now knew to be even more naturally talented than her own disciple space disciple become space become period space Promethea tor her eyes away from space from the younger pair R far the C distance space distance period distance comma space what H F E H feld O2 B E B T the S E D smashed O G E T R together E M T remnants O of B O T both O of T A E the T R G training youths apostrophe A-O-N-E at homes space Promethea tore her eyes away from the younger pair far in the distance of what she felt to be the smashed together remnants of both of the training youths' homes. Homes, period. Younger, naturally, while in reality, new line, wide, natural, younger pair of the training youth's home, end of text, young, naturally, footer, but in on dis would, big, prometo, her eyes, away from the young pair, for in the dis of, she fell to, pay, of, distance, page 6, comma, E, distance, of, F, O, space, cap, E, caps lock, off, what she felt to be. Promethea tore her eyes away from the younger pair far in the distance of what she felt to be the smashed together remnants of both of the training youth's homes. Homes, end of period. Cons and F T E D lifted. A R her, chin, S, R D skyward space. Skyward, period. New tab, left up A T Y A B E pad, Y O U U D O N E. Done. Period. Right double quotation mark. Right double quotation mark. Right double ellipsis. Done. P R O pro comma done space done period right double quotation mark new line tab A R her G A Z E gaze E Fay E R O S E froze space froze rising to E T me T A E the P A R pair pairs E D E R elder E F E selves R P P H ripping T E the what sky O N from T it's S E said A seems space page 6 her gaze misspelled froze rising to meet the pair's elder selves ripping the sky from its seams new what have you her gaze rising misspelled froze miss R O S S C page 6 her gaze froze rising to meet the pair's elder selves ripping the sky from its seams froze seams S seams period seams period seams period new tab pair pad D already D changed last time time T E walk up D they'd E D use T the S A E S scales space scales period A R there H E changes E D mark Y E R there U H E R young E F E S selves H E changes space changes period
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do that in 5.5 for sure. Okay.
Their changes marked by their younger selves changes. P-H-C space selves. P-E-R what their own. D-E-V-L-O-P-N-E-T develop space. Development period. Period. Development period. New tab. A-R-O-N. Arson. Arsons. F-U-T-R-E future self. D-X-G dancing. G through T the what sky. Space sky. Space Y. What sky space page 6. Arson's future self dancing through the sky. Sky. Space. Sky, comma. Space. T-E-P-O-R-I-T-N-G teleporting. Space. G misspelled. Teleportin, comma. N. G teleporting, comma. Space. G flying. Space flying, comma. Space A-N-D-N. U-T-E-R-G countering. T-A-E the B-L-U-U-B space. The G living B-L-U-R blur. T that W was. R-A-H. Raw. Period. Arson's future self dancing through the sky, teleporting, flying, encountering the living blur that was raw. Period. Raw, comma. Stub was. U-N-A unnatural. T-O-T-E witness space witness period new tab. T-A-E the G-O-D God space God space God page 6 the God space gods G wings E-T-E-D extended from his X back space back shining K light E the B E C beacon E the A P O O L Y P S E apocalypse T E what they T E were T E faded O to B E become space become period space 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 period become new tab H U D could E feel age his aura space aura from W E where H E O D stood stood space page 6 she could feel his aura from where she stood comma stood period stood comma stood space T it's W-G-A-T way G rising as space as page 6 she could feel his aura from where she stood its weight rising as feathers hit wings U-N-E-D consumed the E-R what very C-E space that separated C distance B-E-T-W-E between himself and his foe period new tab F U R H E R N O R E. Furthermore. Furthermore. Now. The armor. Heed. Just. Seemed. To be. Begin. Develop. Developing. This. Current. Excursion. From. What? Promethea. New. Period. Space. What? Yet. The. Gods. Space. Misspelled. Gods. D-O-G. Space. The. G-O-D. God. B-E. Before. A-E-R. Her. Space. Her, comma, st-o-e, war, n-o-t, not, g-r-a-v-i-t, what, gravity, space, gravity, comma, speed, u-t, bud, a-n, a-r-n-o-r, armor, a-d-e, made, o-a, U-h-a-i-e-d, sustained, realms, d-n, e-h-e, into, d-i-n, dimensions, space, dimensions, period. New tab. T-A this. O-D, God, stub was. N-O, abnormal. G-O-D, God, period. Period, God, speed, bud. O-E-1, A-T, that. A-D, had. A-S-C-E-D-E, ascended. O-T-E-E, realms. U-N, space, unknown. O2 even herself maybe even her own ascended parents space parents period space this god was grander god space god comma God, period. Period. God, period. Period. God. This God was a grander God. Space. Unlike. Any. Sheed. Ever. Before. Space. Before, period, new tab, this, was, heretical, God, God, period. Build, without, faith, others, used, to. Build without the faith of others used to, to. Construct, his, power. Space. Power, period. Space, this, was, what, everything, her, parents, ever, feared, space. Feared, period. New tab, this, was, free. God, God. Period. Space one. Powerful. Even as. Realm. What they were. In. Space in. Comma. Space. Comma. One so powerful that even as the realm they were in. Supposed. O2 crumble. O2 dust. Space. Under pressure. Combat. Occurring. Direction. Space. Direction. Period. Period. Direction. That. The system itself couldn't close down T the E M P E R A R Y space Emperor O R E P M E space the T M P O R A R Y temporary P O ski pocket O E time D N F A C space E H man O 2 E T exist space exist comma exist O N F Y only for H long as I it was stable period new line tab P R O M E T A Promethea A D pad P P D tip T E the S E S scales N E R A V O R favor space favor comps H making E the E use O E the E X relic E A E R easier O E R herself space herself comma herself comma herself space G making T the D R A dub draw P E R power R E Q E R E H requirement B E B T X K E N space taken from arson C A C A E C nearly P H completely space completely space comma Promethea had tipped the scales in her favor, making the use of the relic easier on herself, making the draw of power requirement be taken from arson nearly completely art tippy making page 7 G M space comma per stay with a should E U E T D N in the draw of power be taken from ours nearly completely end of text period Promethea had tipped the scales in her favor, making the use of the relic easier on herself, which should have resulted in the draw of power requirement be taken from arson nearly completely new tab though powerful G godling comma space being T E R battery 4 dimension small or RGE large wasn't minor fee space fee period space which was y hit or ge storage within his age watch was powerful tool space tool comma space as well at the A B O R B absorption B T ability his W E P O N weapon sky space which was why his storage space within his watch was such a powerful tool, as well as the absorption ability of his weapon sky period new line tab Promethea smile knowing this comma even chuckle herself as entry the space the page 7 Promethea had smiled knowing this, and even chuckled to herself as on entry the space the C space pad began to immediate C space immediately close period space then the pair that pad enter beside her let there mana flow free space free comma and she what r c d forced to t say watch her b plan p plan b x backfire space backfire as if she am aimed t the barrel t at her own u scott p u pull the trigger herself. Promethea had smiled knowing this. A new line tab age the pr pars pairs what heavenly energies flooded space comma space comma space comma. Page 7. The pair's heavenly energies flooded the space. Page 7. The pair's heavenly energies flooded the space. Comma. Space. Comma. Comma. Space. Period. Space. T. E. The. Corruption. T. The. P. O. K. T. Pocket. At. O. P. P. D. Stop. R. C. E. Force. B. Y. T. The. S. S. A. E. E. Shear. Shear. V. O. L. U. E. Volume. O. Of. W. T. What. W. What. O. T. Not. What. Only. B. H. Being. C. T. D. Created. Space. Created. Comma. Space. B. U. T. W. T. What. Space. What. The corruption of the pocket stopped in force by the sheer volume of what was not only being created, but what? Space. What? W. What? G. Being. R. E. What? Freely. G. I. V. E. Given. O. 2. U. P. P. O. R. T. Support. A. The. E. N. V. R. E. T. In S. Environments. O. G. E. P. T. What? Longevity. Space. New tab. T. A. R. E. There. W. Was. O. S. A. M. E. E. R. G. What? Energy. B. H. Being. G. P. Given. That. P. O. N. E. A. Promethea. A. R. E. Herself. Space. Herself. A. Pad. B. E. G. U. Begun. O. 2. P. Spin. E. R. Her. Own. O. E. S. Course. D. N. U. P. T. Cultivate. E. The. P. U. R. E. Pure. E. A. P. N. L. What? Heavenly. Mana. There was so much energy being given that Promethea herself had begun to spin her own cores and cultivate the pure heavenly mana. Space. Mana. W. With. U. Such. T. N. T. Intensity. D. O. U. Focus. That. E. Her. H. E. Head. Pad. E. G. U. Begot. O. To. P. Spin. Space. Spin. Period. New tab. T. T. A. R. Her. E. Irises. R. C. E. D. Space. Force. T. O. Into. A. P. T. R. Power. G. E. R. Generation. What. T. System. C. E. T. D. Created. B Y E R her U H E R younger S S T R sister period space R A C T Frag page 7. Her iris is forced into a power generation system created by her younger sister, a fractal space fractal P A T T R pattern space pattern comma space space comma pattern U E D used E the T E D walk gateway to E R her U soul space soul comma space space comma soul space a fractal pattern used on the gateway to her soul soul dot a with so many layers that U D ground heavenly energies into nothing more than pure mono and divine energy space energy period new tab soul DEP what deeply as starred space starred comma starred period space each thought this would trouble the pair flying above her period space did not comma not period space arson paid her mind comma space while raw space raw pl swap simply GCD glance her she chuckling space what softly space softly period space the laughter go G space GRND grand God God ESS goddess able to touch her ears across space across fast V space across the distance gently as soft breeze rustling winds chimes period period chimes period new tab left double quotation mark W we shall L space shall C how easily dismiss me period right double quotation mark new tab Promethea tu stew GEDD struggle look away from the fight above her, comma, space, what finally, retiring, retire, equal, space, finally, returning, her, eyes, down, space, down, after, entire, fortnight, looking, up, period. 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 New tab. It was. That. Moment. Space. Moment. Comma. When. She. Saw. The. Changes. That. Had. Take played while she distracted power being displayed her space her comma that her mortal dub flaw dub G R T space wa T R G G R E D triggered D N she her R T hard P skip T B period. Period. B. Period. New line tab. Mariah. S-T-O-O-D stood. D-E-E-E different. Space. Y differently. Period. Space. S-A-E she. S-E-E-E-D seemed. T-E-E-R taller. Space. Taller. Comma. Space. O-M-E-A-O somehow. G-H. T. Slightly. T-R-E. Matured. Space. Matured. Period. Period. Matured. Period. Space. Space. New tab. A as. T A E the. H E T highest. R E A G remaining. E D R elder. O E D E endless. At E R after. T the R E T re O O space of E R her P P E S peoples. A at C E N C O N ascension space. Ascension comma space. A she double wa e d used o to e g seeing e the a g changes r t l mortal s mortals c r o across r g e large p gap gaps time space time comma time, comma. As the highest remaining elder of Endless after the rest of her people's ascension, she was used to seeing the changes in mortals across large gaps in time. Comma. Time, period. Space. W. Space, period. New tab. What? She what? O T not E D use T O 2 what? The changes in the R mortal D E children of D E O D demigods Space. Page 7. What she was not used to was the changes in the mortal children of demigods. Demigods. Period. Space. Space. Period. Demig. Space. Especially. While. They. Train. Enclosed. Environment. Space. Page 7. Especially while they trained in an enclosed environment. Environment. Literally. Held. Together. By. Energies. Found. Within. Heavens. Heavens. Misspelled. Space. Heavens. Themselves. Space. Themselves. Period. Google Chrome. Finder. OBS. Pages. Google Chrome. Chrome. Pages. Pages. On dog. Numbers. Pages. New. Keypot. Apps. System. Dictionary. Logic. Spot. iPhone. Battle. Speech. Separate. Google. Set. Speechify. Google. OB. Music. Separate. Manage. Live stream. 1. Speech. Chat. Speech. Chrome. Speed. Reload this page. Cookie consent. Dialog with 2 items. You are connected. Successful. List for connected. Searching for active live broadcast found. Connected success. End of. Speech chat platforms. Chatters. Speech chat platform. Chatter. YouTube. 0. End of. Group. 0. 2 hours. 1. Edit text. Space. Send. Button. Space. Button. Group. U2 running. Quest. Space. Button. Send. To enrich screen.
Blind
Pages.
group.
Pages.
Are we up and running?
Google Chrome. Finder. OBS. Pages. End of especially while they trained in an enclosed environment, literally being held together by the energies found within the heavens themselves. End of text. Period. Period. Themselves. Period. New tab. Arson. Looked. Strangely. Enough. Space. Page 8. Especially while they trained in an enclosed environment, literally being held together by the energies found within the heavens themselves. End of page 8. Especially while they trained in new line. Energies found within new line. Arson looked strangely enough. End of text. End of text. Arson looked strangely enough. Age. Enough, comma. Space. STRESF. Free. Space. Free. Period. Space. As. The. Pair. Above. Fod. From. Boredom. Lack. Being. Close. To. Being. Beings. Equal. Power. To. Themselves. Page 8. Especially while they trained in an enclosed environment, literally being held together by the energies found within the heavens themselves. End of text. S. Page 8. Especially while they trained in an enclosed vertical formatter, format vertical document in page 7, summary, in body, page 7 of 8, at page 8, summary, in right footer, edit, center footer, out of body, end of text, as the pair above fought from boredom and the lack of being close to beings of equal power to themselves. At themselves, y, normally, period, space, period, normally, space, t, the, p, a, r, pair, b, below, was, beginning, fight, for, reason, space, reason, period. Out 3,628 words. Document in end of text. Period. Action continuity camera. Call on Tijani's iPhone.
Hello?
Incoming call.
Hello? Hey. What's going on?
Continuity camera.
Yeah.
Continuity camera. Tijani's iPhone has 20% bat.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, and this is just what, 5 days a week? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say because the mornings is really where we need you on most days. But I mean, other days you coming in at 10, it actually isn't an issue at all. So, realistically, it works for me. The only thing that would need to be done is that shopping would need to be done at the end of the day rather than the following morning. Right. So at the end of the day, you would do shopping at 3:30. You know, maybe even have it back to the snack bar, or you know, in the van ready for yourself to go for the following morning at 10, so that they're not waiting on product in the morning. And then we're good to go. You can come in at 10 and you keep all your hours. Yeah. You want to save up for the money. Yeah. Of course, man. No, dude, we're a team. I don't want you to. I want you to be working for me 10 years from now, making $40+ an hour. Even if you become a barber, I want to be, you know, your number one source of income at all times, bro. You're a very respectable young man, and I see you having a very bright future. And I, as the leader of Solid Ground Snacks, would like that to be a future I was a part of. Yeah. That'll work.
Page 6, summary.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like for certain days, when it's fresh food product and stuff, you'll have to take it back so it's not sitting in the van, of course. Because we don't have space for it in the apartment either. So, yeah, no, you'll. If it's fresh food stuff, of course. If it's like stuff that they need to start, like biscuits and gravy and coffee and that kind of stuff, we definitely want to get that stuff. But anything else can wait for the following morning, bro. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, and congratulations, man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where are you going to go to college? Yeah, I'm thinking of going back soon myself for writing and business. Yeah, writing, business, and real estate. Yeah. Nice. All right, sir. All right. Bye. Sorry, guys. That's my main manager. Great guy. Ooh.
Google Chrome, Finder, OBS, Pages. Page 6, Body, Page 8. Summary, what she was not in Body, Page 8 of 8. Edit text, Footer, Body, what she as end new article big end of Page 8. What she was not used to was the changes in the mortal chill end of text. Begin footer, group body in edit end of text. Beginning to fight what she was not used to was the changes in the mortal children of demigods. Especially while they trained in an enclosed environment, literally being held together by the energies found within the heavens themselves. Actions of energies found. New line. Arson looked strangely enough stress-free. The lack of beginning end of period. Reason, period. Especially while they trained in an enclosed environment, literal end of text. Beginning to fight for the voiceover off.
It's bugging. Voiceover starts bugging sometimes, y'all. I hope y'all see that.
Voiceover on end of as the pair above fought from boredom and the lack of being close to beings of equal power to themselves normally. The pair below as the pair above fought from boredom and the lack of being close to beings of equal power to themselves normally. The pair below was beginning to fight for the exact same reason. Period. Reason. Period. Actions available. Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a text area. Inside of new line tab. Arson. Smiling. Space. Smiling. Peer. Smile. War. That. Told. Not the smile he wore that told. Her. He. Was. Contemplating. Murder. Pierce. No. Smile. He. War. When. Plotting. Mischief. Space. Mischief. Period. Instead. Smile. Pure. Watch your space. Joy. Period.
Ooh, yeah, let me check that. Should be close. Yes, sure. Going there, pretty much. We're gonna have a rough Wednesday. We're gonna have a rough Wednesday, y'all. We not gonna have a rough day. We gonna have a good Wednesday, y'all. We're gonna have a great Wednesday. Ain't nothing gonna be wrong with Wednesday. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna see. Jesus.
Nor the smile he wore when plotting mischief, but instead a smile of pure joy. Period. Joy. Period. New tab. First. Time. Since. Arson. Was. Born. Space. Born. Comma. Born. Comma. Space. Was. Now. Fighting. Obvious. Equal. Space. Equal. Period. New line. Period. New line. Tab. Left double arson. Left double quotation arson. Was stressed. Out space. Out period space no clue dimension scales patent collapse yet space yet period. Arson was stressed out. He had no clue why the dimension of scales hadn't collapsed yet. New tab no idea as two where all the monstrous mana infused animals works coming from space from comma space. He had no idea as to where all the monstrous mana-infused animals were coming from. Space, comma. From, period, space, he. Was. M-P-E-T-L, completely, lost, as, T. Lost, as, to. How, to, make. His. Gravitational, mana. L-E-S. Less. Period. Horizontal ellipse space. D-E-S-T-R-U-C-T-V-E. Destructive space. Destructive, period, space. Eat yet. Space yet. Space above. Space above. Space. Above. All. Else, comma. Space wanted to. No. One. G. Thing, period. New tab. Double A Y N T E the F R Sparks C A N T canned I A T hit T A this B R A D broad exclamation mark. New line tab. Arson. U-E-D infused. Himself. I-T-A with. Lights. T-R-G trying. P-E-K. D speed. U-P up. Hit. B-O-D. Body. As. T-T-T-R-Y-O. Misspelled. R-O-Y-R-T. Space. As. T-R. O-Y. Troyes. Own. D did. A-T, natural, space, naturally, period, space, his, A-T-T-E, P-T, attempts, W-E, word, O-P, sloppy, A-T, at, B at T best, comments O at E N I often. O at G containing R far T O 2 X A much P O R power space power comma space R E G A R D E regardless O T A the E T T H setting E D already B G B D E T R Y E D destroyed space destroyed period.
I've been streaming. I'm live right now. Oh yeah, oh thank God. Oh man, I put my hands all over the front of that thing trying to turn it on.
Yeah, I wanted to show you
Yeah,
this touch button.
I know. I was over there. I swear for a second, I was like, man, I think this is some lights. Nope.
You talk to like that.
Be nice to your dang cat.
His attempts were sloppy at best, often containing far too much power, regardless of the setting already being destroyed. Period. Destroyed. Period. Space. TRYH trying TO 2 EXCE UT space execute ECE precise OPETS movements was training ATS it's OE core space core comma.
I ate a taco. I tried to eat 2 chalupas, but I ate like 2 bites out of them, and I didn't have any sauce. I didn't know where I put the sauce or whatever, so I was just like, nope. And just gave up. Oh. Give me yeah, give me 10 or so minutes to think. What time is it? It's 5 what? Let me check something.
Google Chrome. You are currently 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 43 seconds. You are currently on
I've been
a
at it for
selectable
2.5
text
hours.
inside of web content. To exit this web area, press Control, Option, Shift,
I
up arrow.
don't think anybody who's tuning in is gonna care that they didn't get to see the end of the scene, you think? If they watch the whole thing? You don't care?
Pages, body, page 3 of 3, edit text, insertion body. Trying to execute precise movements was often the point of all of Arson's training at its core. Actions available. Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a tech trying to execute precise movements was often the point of all of Arson's training at its core. Comma. Core, period. Period. Core, period, space. This, was, something, easily. And, maintain, fighting, someone, that, didn't, require, hit, what, everything, pad, space. This was something easily maintained while fighting someone that didn't require him to use everything he had, period. New tab, abnormal, tactics, during, fights, D were O2 H X stat E O D D at space odds H against M F himself I S comma himself period himself H limiting his X C accessible tools space tools period space this pad made mother near UN unmatched killer space killer and would eventual resolve in n arson matching I amount P O G E progress space progress period new line tab H against the equally unique space unique Mariah space Mariah period space 1 also faded to B A D G O N P O E N misspelled S Dragon Phoenix space 1 also faded to be a Dragon Phoenix comma Dragon Phoenix space ARSN arsons skills POPD proved TO2 BEB enough TO2 POP improved his opponents Arson skills proved to be enough to improve his opponents space opponents own impressive skills combat comma space B box currently now stubble not his own space own period new line tab T A thus A D pad B each U begun T R Y H trying O 2 A R throw T Y literally A mud E R G Y G G energizing G I G G Y energy and into E R Y every T X can attack P possible space possible in A O P S hopes O 2 even M con C E close O2 H slowing D down E the U monstrous U O R T O M space the O M B A T combat U N K I E junkie space comma AEP now dub new dub was the PR person AEP dub new O2 BEB RAH raw period new line tab AE he E raised A his F O T foot space foot as AEP E fell from the F O P rooftop E walk delayed B bin G 5 on space on D O P P H dropping D O down R D toward E the L E elusive E U S E L Methuselah space before him period new tat the heel D O P drop R E U H E D resulted in. T the B I D I D I U B space the B U I D I G buildings U D R T S S them T H O 2 E P E R I E X E experience T the I P O S I O N implosion O T the H O I majority O there T O R E O N T storefronts space storefronts space E Y O T R others rights others S other T R U C T R E structures C R U N B E D crumbled N R D inwards O N P L E T F completely space completely period period completely new tab Mariah space Mariah comma space P P D flip O P E R over T the P wave E E R G energy T A E T that E X P O D E D explode O U T R D outward space outward comma outward period space O T nod B U spot N S A E E inch E T W E N E R D and E the O N I D E formidable P R E U R E pressures space pressures period new tab R N arsons E Y E eyes W R E were B able to E C T A the R I P P E ripples O P R E R I C E depressurized O U D sound A G lashing A U J through T A the air B E T W E between E A I and A the E E R G what energy space energy F S his TTX space Arson's eyes were able to see the ripples of pressurized sound lashing through the air between her and the energy from his attack period attack semicolon space T the what U H young E A U S Methuselah E N H what seemingly U T E untouchable B Y his C R E T I B E incredible R aura T N D O N domination O G R A P I T O N gravity R C E S forces period forces period page not new line period forces period page new tab H D E D landed H A T L what lightly spake lightly comma lightly comma space comma she landed lightly Y what on foot space foot period space period foot period foot and what only P D moved to T T A C attack T E the moment T after arson D pat E G U B T O 2 O P move space move period period. Move, period. New tab. Tab. H D G B beget P R A C C E practice T A at this E W U E T S sunsets into T R there C R E H current T R P trip H into T S E Kales E C S A E S scales D H O N O R T O N dimension space dimension period space E R her O D own O N O N dominion O O U D sound space sound P R E E X C practically as P E R U powerful as arson space arsons O D own E D closed E Y E I D O N dominion D Y already space already period. She began to practice this a few sunsets into their current trip into the scales dimension. Her own dominion of sound practically as powerful as Arson's own closed eye dominion already. New tab. Watch anything. That E D moved. D made. U N D. Sound from W what she E P E D explained space anything that moved made sound from what she explained comma space and through that U D sounds came A N U D R T understanding B-O-D-I-L, bodily, P-T-S, movements, that, even, arson, fell, that, you could, only, I-N, T-N, I, intensify, the, misspelled, O-I-T, A-N, E, S, A, T-O-N, sensation, N-C, instinctually, space. Instinctually, period, space, the, B-I-T, ability, being, E-D, used, such. T-O-A-T, thoughtless. Experience what normally, comma, space that arson pad never truly try to train space train that A-S-P-E-C-T aspect of his sense senses space senses period new tab A N E issue that now E need to D what remedy space remedy period new tab He was S R U C struck E the depend what by one his OPP space opponent space opponents space opponents S H whistling and invisible kicks space kicks period space space, period, kicks, new line, tab. What you, what may. N, K, thing, T, that, D, G, dodging, K, kick, T, the, H, that, S, T, E, D, whistle, as, T, it, O, E, D, moved, R, D, toward, what, you, space, you, D, should be, B, E, S, what, easy, space. Y, easy, space. Easy, period. You may think that dodging a kick that whistled as it moved toward you should be easy. Period. Easy, period. Space. Why? Space, period. Period. Space, which is entirely. True, period. New tab. Kicks. That. S T E whistle D O N random E R ears D N U D could P O T N I Y potentially potent O E come O N from any A N E angle A add N Y any E time O N O T the O T R D pan space pan stub what O T not period. New line tab. H E he fell. A his jaw. B R E break. U D E R E underneath the. P R E S U R E pressure the kick. That D landed space. He felt his jaw break underneath the pressure of the kick that landed. Space the B O E bone and armor. Space and G-V gravitational armor. Space armor. R-E-P-I-E-D repaired. E-L themselves. Near instantly space instantly comma instantly comma A-R arson A-D detaching how the B vibrational power all per skills U could S UT disrupt mana space mon sending attacks through physical and magical G energies with ease space period. New tab arsons hit fighting Mariah D-pad long bin over space his fighting raw D-pad E-G-U begun D-N the need for E-V-E-R G everything dub was D hand period. New tab J Jill J Jane left his D-E-R-S shoulders comma shoulders comma shoulders comma shoulders as arson. Jill and Jane left his shoulders as arson. Summoned the remainder of his armor space. Jill and Jane left his shoulders as arson summoned the remainder of his new armor. armor, period. Space. A, B, P. O, G, T, broad. S, K, what's, from. Within. His. V, H, R, inventory. D, N. O, K, took. O, E, 1, H, long, D, E, P, D, E, H, E, breathe. E, breath. E, O, E, before. E, F, E, stove, spade, stove, pier, spade, his. O, C, E, voice. H, shaking. T, the. G, O, U, D, ground. T, what they. H, O, D, stood. O, N, on. T, E, itself, space. E, T, I, space. N, O, space, stood, U, P, O, N, upon, period. New line, tab, left double quotation mark, left double quotation mark. I, T, it. Is. T, M, E. Time, exclamate, right double quotation mark, right double quotation mark.
1 second, guys.
It is time. Increase system volume. New on the other hand, was not. New line. He felt his jaw break underneath the new line. New line. On the other new line. He felt his new line. Tab. A D D additionally was seemingly fluid range period space his space opponent could attack from anywhere space anywhere period new tab S A E D E B E B O shot H long R H E range Y S T E whistles E D compress air that his hit him light sniper UDS rounds space rounds period space which D-pad B bin T R E G G interesting O2 E realize each was be capable of space period new tab A R her D mid R H E range domination was B O U T absolute space absolute comma space T often ensuring that arson received what flurry strikes trying to close in space. Her mid-range domination was absolute, often ensuring that arson received a flurry of strikes while trying to close in. In. Period. New tab. Mariah. E-U-S. E-U-F. E-D. Refuge. O2. E-T. Him. Closer. Than. Yard. Space. Yard. Comma. Yard. Comma. Sometimes. Even. Fainting. As. She. Would. S. Close. Distance. Space. Distance. Comma. Comma. Distance. Only to scream in his face which the and intensity multiple gs bangs flashback going off not be you but foot from his eardrums space eardrums period new tab only his hit her with single palm strike space strike add the same magnitude as PR CED practiced with his UNOS summons and enough to change pow age Mariah moved combat whole space whole period new tab H E he a d pad G R O W N grown speed spud E D sheed T R S O E D transformed into spade into someone he would be P-O-U-D proud O2 fight E-D beside the at worse O-I-T situations space situations period new line he felt his jaw break underneath the new line new line period situations comma situations comma he had grown but she transformed into someone he would be proud to fight beside in the worst of situations comma situations semicolons feel growing stronger with blow landed across his few armored features space features period he felt his jaw break underneath the across new line tab a tab new line across his new line he felt his jaw break underneath the pressure of the kick that landed 4400 document layout area page 6 some page 5 page 2 page 1 in header body beginning of beginning new line e page 1 volume 4.5 episode 11 the second scale selected volume 4.5 episode 11 the second scale copy selection unselected selection replace save as you are volume 4.5 episode 11 the second scale
Boom.
Tag. Back. Forward. Grid view. Change the endless ISOK. Spell tag. Meta. iCloud. Pages. Recent. Endless profile. Character. Character. Logic. Vol 4 cover disk. Vol 4.5 lessons ampersand. Livelihood. Vol 4 snooks. I can't say. Body. Page 1 of 10. Edit text.
Oh, yeah,
Insertion
baby.
at beginning of text.
We
Body.
did it,
Volume
guys.
4.5 episode 11.
Let's
The
see
second
how
scale.
long
A
we,
quarter fortnight passed in a blink at Google Chrome.
So long
Chrome.
we should
Speech
for.
chat Google Chrome. 1. To enrich screen space. 2. 1. 3 hours. 4 minutes. And 48 seconds.
3 hours, 4
You
minutes.
are currently on a groove.
It's a
Inside
little
of
bit
web
shorter
content.
than I've
To
been
exit this
putting out. I've
groove,
been
press
shooting for
Control,
3.5
Option,
hours
Shift,
or
up arrow.
longer, but it's okay.
You are currently on a
We
groove.
are
Inside of
going
web
to
content.
have a lot more traction
to
once we
exit-
start advertising the stream, and that is what I'm pretty much just practicing for now. Is just getting the kinks out of the start of my stream. Like it shouldn't be so hard for me to hit start stream, and it really isn't. I just have to figure out how to do some stuff without voiceover, which is a little annoying for me, but I shouldn't let something that small get in my way, so we're just gonna do our thing, guys. But other than that,
Updating document. Closing dialog body. Page 1 of 10. Edit text. Insertion at beginning of text.
thank you for checking this out. If you guys are just following these and checking out the story through these, getting an early glimpse, I'm actually only gonna post on my Royal Road and my web novel accounts that I'll be streaming daily, probably starting tomorrow, or maybe add them tonight. I want to be live by 11:30 tomorrow. I'm gonna go to sleep after I get some food, because dude, I'm exhausted after yesterday and all that drama and all that. I'm exhausted. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you're watching just to get the story, I'll have a lot more samples later, because what I want to do, even to start this off tomorrow, is even like replay the chapter that we worked on yesterday, because sometimes I'm realizing I'm just typing, and I don't even really play back what is happening. So you guys might get like what the sentence is when I play them back occasionally, or you might not be getting any of it. I honestly haven't watched these to see how fluid the storytelling is for you guys. So I'll probably end up, like I said, at the beginning of the next episode, go over what we wrote the previous episode. I might even do a little bit of proofreading and additions and editing, just to make that a practice too. That'll give us plenty of footage, and then even inspire us to continue forward with what we're working on. Like I said, I'm gonna get some food in me. I'm gonna talk to my fiance. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with her and how she's feeling and how her day was. And after that, if I'm not dead tired, I might even put in another 500 words on Mythical Heretic. I might listen to what I put down for the previous chapters on Sweetify while I eat dinner, and then get back to that story, because I miss it, and I want to start putting out those daily episodes like I promised you guys. So, alright, and I'll talk your ears off forever. So again, thank you for coming. It's been a blast. I know I lied and said I wasn't gonna stream, but I gotta be a man of my word and stream every day. Come back, chat. Be good to yourselves. And may the mana be with you, my fellow cultivators.
Pages. Finder. OBS. Configure studio mode. Start virtual transit. Remove contracts. Remove. No proper menu. Settings. Remove. Add. Start recording. 3. Duration. Stop stream.